I was wondering where they are. Natural Life with Althea is live, waiting on guests to join. Guys, I'm back. This wonderful breeze. Sorry, I'm still in my nightwear. Ooh. Let's go see the little chickens. I was searching for them from morning. It's such a beautiful day. Oh my word. My papayas are coming up really, really fine. Guys, I was searching for my little chickens. Oh my word, I feel like crying this morning. Macy, where is my granddaughter to see them? Oh my word, I left 4 and there is 4. Yes, so the mongoose them. I try a little thing for the mongoose them, my viewers. I hope we get rid of them, somebody told me a little thing that I could do to have the mongoose them stop eat up the chicken. But, if I manage to get guests on the live stream, I could talk more about travel and some things that I noticed that wasn't told to me or I didn't learn of before while traveling. So, natural life is tired. Yes, but this is something that I really want to do, man. Let's see the chicken and not my ugly face. The chickens, come here, little chicks. Oh, let me go give them biscuit. Let me go. I have something for you. I have something for you. Let me see. I need my stand. I need back my camera. I need back my camera stand so that I can leave the camera projected. My camera stand is broken, but I think I can do this and go get the biscuit. Guys, are you seeing them? Let me go get the biscuit. Get your biscuits. So I have some biscuits for my chicken. Sorry about that, man. Thanks for the thumbs up. The Isaac family. The Isaac family. I have some biscuits, man, for them. One day they can manage it, ginger. Them strong now. They can't manage anything. So the Isaac family, I'm back. I'm home once more. Oh my word, that was quite an experience, man. So I want to talk to the chat about some experience that I had while traveling. While I traveled, so guys, don't leave. Hold on. I'm trying to pull the biscuit for the little chickens. They are my friends, man. They came out. Mother N came out with 7. The mongoose took 3. So when I was leaving to Panama, I left 4. But somebody told me what I could do to get rid of the mongooses. I don't know if they are gone, but before I left, I got somebody to walk the yard for me. So before I left, I cleaned the yard and I set up the things for the mongooses because I really wanted to come back to see my 4 little chickens with mother hen. And I'm seeing the 4 little chickens, so hope and pray we don't lose anymore. Yes, hope and pray. So we have some traps set around the place. So, you know, the phone can go everywhere with the trap set. Yeah, we are going to feed them. We are going to feed the little chickens, and I have some rice stored away in the freezer for them too. And we have other foods for them, but we have to let them there. Come, 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 come. Yeah. Oh my word. And I also have a freshly ripe plantain for them. So them going to get a lot of foods today. And I think the reason why I didn't see them when I came is because they were searching for food. They were out and about searching for food. But I want them to stay close to me and Fajman. I don't want them to go far because the further they may go, the mongoose may get them. And you know, thumbs up to my little van here. So I will be calling the mechanic soon to finish sort it out where I can get to drive it to the farm and stop right from bike back straight. Yeah, but you know, the bike will always stand, man. Thumbs up to the bike first. But, you know, once that van is ready, I will be called stocky in it because I think I walk enough and I jump on scary bikes enough. And I bother people with their rides enough. And I think I paid enough taxi fare. So I will be driving that van like a drivey woman. It's standard, so I have to wait some time to learn more about, you know, learn the gears, even though when I was learning to drive, it was a standard vehicle that I learned to drive from. But you know, enough, I'm foolish and jump in a full automatic vehicle. So if you're an automatic driver, you are really not a driver, believe. You're just steering. So to learn to drive, you have to learn to drive from a standard vehicle. And that vehicle out there is a standard vehicle. So natural life with Althea, have to learn, go back, go do our gears. But as you see, me yard big and wide, so I can wake up in the morning and go so and do my gears. And then me gone a road, man. Yeah. So I already have a driver's license, so it's just me now, one thing at a time. So I wanted to finish, you know, some things, you know, as our Prime Minister and just say, one thing at a time. So I couldn't be planning a trip, traveling, and looking after vehicle, man. So I'm going to call the mechanic in the course of the week. All right, so visiting Panama was quite an experience. And if you ask me if I would go back to Panama, I would say yes, 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 yes. All right, so as a content, you know, first when I traveled to the Dominican Republic, you know, big up Dominica, big up the people who I met there. You know, I promoted my channel there as well. Asked the people to watch me from there. It's a Spanish, both time I travel to Spanish-speaking countries. I used to love Spanish at high school, but you know, when you get older, the older I get, you know, the more things you have to do. But, you know, I want to talk about when I was in Panama, but I more want to talk about when I was coming from Panama because of a special reason, health reason. So I didn't get the chance because I'm here doing this and doing that, and everything seemed like rush hour to travel to another country. So I didn't get a chance to know the pros and cons about going into another country. But I said, I visited the doctor before I traveled. Before I traveled, I visited the doctor. So make a note of what I'm saying, chat. I wish a lot of people were on this stream this morning. But you know, sometimes people are here and we don't see them. So thanks to White Team, man. let me see if I can turn my back because somehow the glaze of the sunlight is in this film. And I want to make this film as superb as possible. Don't mind me in a minute. When I was returning from Panama, you know, we had to wait, check in and wait. The check-in process wasn't hard. It was easy. There was a man there that was telling me, helping me to check in, that told me that my cologne was saying one. You know, he, he speak Spanish, but I could understand what he was saying to me, man, and he was excited. So he helped me to check. Then the plane came and we boarded on the plane. When we landed in Jamaica, there were some people in the hallway immediately as we arrived off the plane. Some health people, personnel from the Ministry of Health. They were there. Me now wanted to save myself from the group checking out, leave me, because I wanted a ride with them to halfway tree because I didn't prepare a taxi to come get me from the airport. So I was ahead of them and going full speed ahead, only to buck up in a health personnel saying who don't have yellow card fever, yellow fever card, go in that line. And who have yellow fever card, go in this line. No. I have traveled before. I had never experienced something like that. So I was slowed down. I was slowed down. The speed in which I was going to get checked out before the others, because remember, I didn't want to give them trouble to wait on me because I was trying to get a free ride down to halfway tree. And you know, if the free ride leave me, I would have to pay 5,000 Jamaican dollar to get a taxi from the airport to go to halfway tree. So I was trying in every way to save a dollar, man, to save a dollar. So I was heading full speed ahead of the team because they were the ones who picked me up from halfway tree and carried me to the airport free. So I was trying to save a dollar, man, because, you know, we speak of trying to get the van sorted out, so we want to save all the money to pay the mechanic, to buy the parts. So, you know, saving $5,000 would be a plus. That couldn't, that seemed impossible for me when the health people stopped me. So we have to wait until they question us, ask us where we live, you know, how long we stayed. So I distinctively asked, why is this process? They said in Panama, a lot of people died from the yellow fever when the canal was making, and it didn't stop. Nowadays, people still have that problem by traveling to Panama. So going to Panama is a health risk. Nobody told me that. Because I'm stuck on YT, visiting other people's channel, other content creators' channel. That's the most thing I do. I don't go searching into health issues and that. That is something that we should do. But I am blaming the Jamaican doctor, the one that I went to see before I traveled, because, you know, natural life may be a talky boo, but natural life talk what I think I talk what I should talk. Sometimes we stray. Most of my content, I'm looking for somebody to learn something. And this is the reason why I started this morning, because you see me smile, but you don't know how I feel inside. I'm very, very tired. Last night when I came, I had something to eat. I just took a shower and just dropped in my bed because I didn't get real sleep in Panama because it was really, really, really cold in the room. You know, we correct that in the last night by eating up the room. So I'm tired. And the fact that I'm tired and I'm out here to explain this to you, please listen so that you can tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody. Get your yellow fever card. So this is the reason why I'm blaming the doctor for all of this. When each time I'm about to travel to other countries, I always go to see the doctor or a doctor, because you know doctors varies. And I told the doctor, doctor, I need some medication because I am hypertensive. That's what they say. I don't think, I am hypertensive. I just think that sometimes you eat bad. You eat bad food. You pressure yourself about other things happening around you. So when they give me the tablets, sometimes they are just there. I am not taking them. So I suspected that the tablets that they gave me was outdated. So I say, I'm not going to elevate in a plane, go in a plane without checking the doctor, testing my pressure, testing my temperature. And I distinctively told the doctor that I was going to Panama. I distinctively told the doctor that I was traveling to Panama for 3 days. So if there was a yellow fever issue, the doctor should have known that to give in which to tell me how to get a card to travel. So I said, what is wrong? Why didn't I even, told the doctor my business? So I think that is where the doctor should come in to protect me. Natural life, I'm an idiot. Anyway, they said somebody from the health personnel, the health office, the health center, will be coming to check me. They didn't told me to not go anywhere, but they said somebody from the health center will be calling me and coming to check me. Now, you know what me do? Me just go pick my rice bitters. Make my rice bitters tea, protecting me. Yeah? Because nothing can pass this rice bitters here. The rice bitters is the boss. Yeah? Bitters? It is. So I think we should all take an approach, take a pragmatic approach to this type of situations, man. You know, when you are traveling, find out where you are going, find out the pros and the cons of the place, because the Panama Canal was what caused the yellow fever, because a lot of mosquitoes were breeding up in the canal. And thanks to Elias, the taxi driver, it's on the street. Maybe the doctor himself don't know. That is it. But that is what, they should know. I went to a place, man, and I saw a lot of police. And, I am going to question it. Hello, Jerry Cordell. Thanks for stopping by. I'm here, man. Thumbs up the live. I'm going to be repeating myself because, I notice people visiting the stream. So, from big, oh my word, Jerry! I just went to Panama, man, and as soon as I get the chance to come to America, I will be visiting you, man. Daddy Bear, yes, it's Daddy Bear. Daddy Bear, I'm having some issues with my device, and that's the reason why you didn't see me and Bigo. But I'm glad you always say hi to Mama Bear, say hi to Tuesday. I want to set up the phone, another phone, because I'm not having space on this phone. I just had to delete my WhatsApp in order to post some clips. Hello, everyone, said Kime Pazo. So I'm saying, man, Daddy Bear, I know you know English. Everybody who knows English, please listen. I traveled to Panama for 3 days. I just returned home. When I was coming through the airport, they stopped me and they questioned me. Jerry said, me and Mama Bear broke up Tuesday. Don't get on there no more. And I am on TikTok now. I don't really get on there either. Well, what you could do, go to one of my videos and send me the name in a comment, even when this live ends, that this is Jerry's TikTok page. I want to keep finding you, man. You were always an awesome support when I found Beagle Live. And this is the reason why I said we as content creators should visit other medias, because this is where I meet my awesome supporter, Jerry. And he always come to visit, even though he don't see me coming to visit him. So let me know your TikTok's name so that my children can follow you, my friends can follow you. Big up Jerry from Beagle Live. I tell you, other media people will support you. Jerry, long story 2.0. Okay, it is LONGSTORY 2.0. Once I get this chat, I will replay it and find your TikTok page. Guys, find Jerry, man. Jerry's awesome. He's from, I think you are from Georgia, Atlanta, somewhere in Atlanta. Big up Atlanta. Big up my children over there. Big up my children who did the trip for me. So I was saying that they are saying, wherever you country you come from and go into Panama, you have to do health checks. You have to have a yellow fever card. Okay, all right. Big up Jerry. And tell a friend to tell a friend. All right, so I'm drinking my rice bitters tea, man, because, I'm in the business of herbs, and I promote herbs, for cleansing. I have to be careful here because I'm not a doctor. Disclaimer, but, this rice bitters here, I will never leave it out of my system. So if I picked up anything in Panama, I should be good, man. I should be good by drinking my herbs. So I was told that the yellow fever, even the taxi driver, Elias, you could see him. He was the person who took very good care of me by taking me to the Panama Canal. I lost my phone over there at the multi-plaza, and the people in Payless secured my phone. So the taximan was the person who carried me, took me from the guest house, the Hotel Rio, carried me to search for my phone. It was quite an experience. And then he took me straight to the Panama Canal. There's two film about the Panama Canal because one was buffering, so I restart when I reach the canal. That was quite an experience as well. Guys, I need you to watch the film. And this is the reason why I made the film. I also bought this ring in Panama. Panama, they say it's a very cheap place to travel and buy, to do business. So you can shop in Panama and come back and sell. But you must not sell the things them so dear, because people like to shop. But when people realize that they have to purchase things so expensive, they will run away from you. So I didn't go where they sell the things cheap because I didn't have much time. It was only 3 days. But as a content creator, I don't want the sun in my face, man. I want you to see me. As a content creator, if you are providing content, Panama is the place. And don't be fooled, man. If you follow YouTube guidelines, you will make back your money. So you can visit, you can get a little money. You do not have to have a visa in which to travel to some Caribbean countries. So Panama is the choice for content creators to go provide content. I had phone issues, so I didn't get a lot of content, but I'm satisfied. I know what to do now. What I would do, going back to Panama, I would carry a lot of device if I am, allowed to do so, 3 or 4 device, and do my films and save them and come back and learn to edit them, because this is part of my problem, editing. So I need to learn, go drive that van. I need to learn to go drive that van. And I need to learn to edit my YouTube videos. And as I go along, man, I say thanks to the people who came on the live stream, like Jay Brown, Travis Sam TV. Travis Sam TV asked me to check out a restaurant friend, but if he was following my stream, he would have seen that I couldn't make it there. The time was short. We couldn't do much, I had some issues by sleeping in the hotel. The AC was too cold. When it turned off fully, it was still cold. The man who look after the AC, when I call room service, said it's impossible for the room to be cold, even though the AC was off. I don't know what that was about. I cannot say I didn't get a yellow fever. I don't know yet, even though I was way up, way up. I was in on the 10th floor, but remember, I went to the Panama Canal. I didn't feel a mosquito biting me. Maybe, I don't know. I wasn't wearing a long pants and a long shirt, but what I'm saying, when you're traveling, find out the pros and the cons. So I know that people at the health center will be coming to check me out. I don't feel sick or anything, and as I said, I'm drinking my rice bitters here. I'm drinking. Mm-hmm. Before my tea, this tea. So natural life is home, and I have so much to do. I noticed that the rain didn't fall. We got a lot of rain. So my plants are withering up. See, my plants are withering up. So I have to water the plants as we go along. And it is quite fine, man. What I noticed too is that a power line is down outside here. It doesn't seem like it affected. Beautiful day. So we're not having any rain, but a power line is down. I don't know if it's a power line or the cable line. There it is. I didn't leave this way when I was going to Panama. So, the relevant authorities should come check on this. So everything is fine, man. Being back home, and as I say, I have my farm to take care of, and I notice the pineapples are dry. Yeah, the pineapples are really, really dry. I should get some water and water them, but these are a lot of pineapples to be watered. So we have to pray for rain. Rain, 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 rain. So I am happy, man. It's just, it seems like some spraying has been done since I left. So, my merengue tree is coming up really, 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 really fine. Yeah. So, this is what we love to do. Who we have there? The servant David show. The servant David, good morning. It's quite a good morning, man. And we have Talca Detector. Yes, Talca Detector. I met a lovely young lady from Chile. Yes, we were sitting and talking at the airport, and I told her that I met Talca Detector on the YouTube channel from Chile. I'm looking at my garden, man. Guys, you know what? David! Happy day. I have so many beans in which to reap. I've been reaping beans for months, and beans cannot done reap. So I have some more beans in which to gather from the garden. And my thing, I walk around and look in my neighborhood to see what's happening. I have some Cersei coming up. I can't believe them spray the Cersei. But it's okay, man. So let's go check, because I have to. Good morning, good morning. I have to keep checking for fruits as well, because, natural life don't eat like the others. When I was in Panama, man, it was fruits and fruits and fruits and fruits and more fruits. So, I have to check on the akis, how the akis are doing, so that I can get some aki and saltfish. Real food, man. Need some real food. But this, Selena, where baby there? She a put on clothes. The guineps are ready. Oh gosh, man. David, you see what going on out here? I have to get some fruits. The guineps already, David. So I went to Panama, and when I was coming back, David, I want you to be right here, so on the live stream. Do not leave me yet. When I came to the airport, going down the alley to go rush to get checked out, the health people stopped me, man, and wanted a yellow fever card from me. They said, you know, a lot of people died in Panama from yellow fever. I wasn't aware of it. You know, I didn't read up the history well enough. And, you know, it caused me to wait a long time at the airport. And they said people from the health center will be coming to check on me. So I'm here having my rice bitters this morning and trying to get some fruits. You know, I'm always coming to check the guineps on this tree. They are far up, so I'm going to ask Dandy or George. Yeah, those are some sweet guineps. Yeah, to pick them for me. The guinep tree not bear so well. You see how me eye up in the ear, peeping to see fruits. That's what I eat, man. Some people ask, Althea, what you eat? I will eat a little fish. Yeah. Yeah, I see akis in this tree here, so that I can ask somebody to pick them for me. Yeah, so you know, I'm browsing around the place like I always do. The breeze cool and nice. So I had to drink my rice bitters tea. I don't know if yellow fever transferable. I don't know. But they say if I've been bitten by the mosquito while on my vacation, I would have to get checks. But I cannot say I wasn't bitten. I didn't feel any mosquito bite. I sure didn't feel any mosquito biting me. I don't see any spot, but I cannot swear. Like some people can swear. So we have beautiful surrounding, beautiful ocean view. We have a lot of sceneries here, natural sceneries, you know, unlike in the city of Panama where you see the huge building going up. And I've learned something that, you know, I didn't, you know, maybe I have read about it in Panama, but I didn't follow up to say that Panama seems like it is really owned by the United States of America, because if there is a country that you cannot spend paper money other than US papers, it sounds so to me. Me no know, me can't wrong still, you know. Yeah, it's only US papers, so what they allow, what they allow the the Panamanian to have is only coins, and the largest coin is $1. So if I was born in Panama, I would save all those coins and convert them to US dollar, and by now I should be rich. I would be rich. So it was quite an experience, man. And the canal, I would like to go watch it myself. The trip to the Panama's canal was quite an experience. People from all over the world come to see the canal. But what I experienced, you know, because you know we have to squeeze to get a little space. But there was one nice lady who noticed that I was doing the film, and she gave me her space. So it's not easy, man. Good morning again, Talker Detector. Thanks for coming, everybody. It's not easy to get a little space just to see what transpire at the canal. So, you know, I have to go peek back in, peek back in him and learn more. But, you know, from what I learned is that in order to take this is a mint, man. I planted 3 of them, and the wakaman cut down 2. In order to, oh, my lily was out as well. You know, I'm making a flame, man, so bear with me. In order for the ships to go to the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean, the nearest route for them to take would be through Panama. for the reason, real reason, my knowledge, I didn't read everything yet. And from some of what I heard, this is the reason for the Panama Canal. So in order for the ship not to take a far route in which to travel to where they are going, it was best for them to, to sail on the Panama's water. So, ship take a long time in which to take you from one place to another. So the idea came that best if they make a canal so that the ship can pass through the canal to go to the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean and take the goods to their destination. So the canal was made by many people who worked on it. People from Jamaica, people from America, people from all over the world got jobs. Some of our families here from Jamaica went to work on the canal as well. And they found it favorable to live and race. Oh, Pyre, Bike Life. Hello, Bike Life. Big up yourself. It's been a while, man. Stay connected this time. So I've been to Panama, and I was searching for my little chickens. I found them, and I'm giving some experience that I got. So stay with me, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome to you as well. So the canal was made so that the ship would have a shorter journey through the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean to go to Europe and other places. So it was something that, it was the best idea for the ships. So the canal is like a trench. You can imagine you're walking through your towns and you see those trenches that get blocked up by the people who doesn't care and throw rubbish in them. So, you have mosquito breeding in the trenches, and you have things getting away from you in the trenches. You cannot go back in the trenches because after the trench is the big ocean. So it's the same process, but you have to understand that the ship couldn't have gone, the ships couldn't have sailed through the canal without somebody directing them. Just like a plane is landing, you have the people who is there guiding the captain to say, turn the wheel there, turn the wheel there. So this is the real thing about the canal. So a ship couldn't be sailing on its own in a narrow trench. Let's say it that way for everybody to understand about the Panama Canal. So what they really have to do, they have to lock the gates in order for the water to full up back so that the ship will get ample amount of depth to pass through the canal. You understand? So there is a lock gate. When the ship is already being passed, it is shut back. So it's like a gate. So they have to close it and open it and close it and open it and allow the water to come back from the ocean to fill it up. Because there is it wasn't set outside there. So the fact that everything, Irie. All right, my brothers, big up yourself, the fat moped. Thanks for coming, man. So I'm here giving my experience of traveling to another country, from my country to another country and back. So the Panama Canal was designed in that way. And as I say, guys, you can go watch the film because it was natural, it was authentic. It was filmed from me. I try to capture the number the number of people who were there from all over the world to experience a huge ship going through a trench. And that is what it was all about. Huge ships going through trenches. And there were 21 ships that were there waiting to go through the canal. 21. So it's easier for them to pay their free, pay their money to go to the channel, the canal. That must be very, very expensive because they're not going to allow the ships to go through freely. There was one ship carrying cars. Go watch the video. A huge ship carrying cars. So, the owners of the cars want their business to go where they are supposed to go. So the canal was made for that purpose. I don't know what the first ship was carrying. Very old. But the second one, so I watched two ships going through the Panama Canal. So remember, they have to open the gate and close the gate. So the closing of the gate is for the water to full up back to enable the other ship to pass through. And people from all walks of life goes to see that. And it's a reason for it. They didn't just get up from where they are just to go see the Panama Canal because it's unique. It's huge. It's a huge thing to see a ship going, I would say, a trench. So it cannot just sail by itself through the trench because it's a narrow trench, like it would sail outside the big ocean. It have to have guide. I think you would have to see it for yourself. It have to have someone guiding it in order to go through that canal. So it cannot just come and sail through the canal. No. So they have to pay their money in order for their ships to go through the canal. How much they pay, I don't know. There are malls there. I think there are rooms there in which you can stay to see. You need to check it out. When you go to Panama, you can go to the canal by bus. It's only like 25 cents, I heard, for the bus ride to the canal. I didn't know all that. So you can go to the canal by bus by paying only 25 cents. You can just imagine? So they make it as cheap as possible. I took the taxi because I didn't know that. And the taxi man was so kind to explain even that to me. So if you are in Panama, you didn't have to charter a taxi. I didn't mind chartering the taxi man because I get the whole tour and, by bus I wouldn't get that. So I chartered a taxi to take me to the canal. But if you do not have the money and you are in Panama and you want to go see the canal from your guest house or your hotel, because Natural Life with Althea share information. And I'm not like some people who do not tell nobody nothing. And them say me spend my money so make other people go spend their money to them. Mean. It's mean them mean. Sometimes people say, when ads used to come on my channel, they say, I'll tell the amount of ads you get. Because I do videos in order to promote myself. So the people who are going to put their ads on your chat, I'm demonetized now because I posted a video that had in music in it, and they said the music had sounds in it that I couldn't hear those derogative words, so I got a strike. So I have to work hard in order to apply again to YouTube for my monetization. The monetization process is where they pay you for posting. So I'm not getting paid for posting now. I hope when I applied again, I stay in the rules. But I didn't know, man, because I took the music from the studio. I didn't know. I didn't know that even there are some music that even if you took from the studio, you can get strike. I think the studio was owned by YT and YT give permission to use the music from the studio, but it's not like that. You still have to be careful when using music and when posting, like what them call it, reuse contents. And reuse contents are like contents that you post already, take it down and post it back. For some reason, you may say you didn't like the writing that you put over the face of the shorts, so that can give you a strike as well. So I'm still working because I want somebody else to learn how to save $1. So I've been in Panama for 3 days. My children gave me the vacation. Hey, me never hear no foul and make no noise in my ears of Panama, you know. Those are my little chicken. It seems like that one layman. So you can take the bus. So maybe from where you are staying, it may cost you $1 to go to the bus park in order to take the bus to the canal. And when you reach the canal, make a note of this because I want all my viewers to get the experience to go to the canal, save some money, take a vacation, go to the canal, and you know, maybe you will capture what I didn't. When you reach the canal, this is what is going to happen. Best if you find a Panamanian, I saw them name, somebody who is born and raised in Panama to follow you there. So have a little extra money where you can pay for them because if somebody who is born and raised in Panama goes to the canal, it's $3 for them to go in. Zero for children. Children don't pay, but Panamanians pay $3. We who are visitors, guys, look here. Oh my word. Oh my word. Yeah, man, I was looking for them. So we who are visitors pay 17 US dollar and 22 cents. So have your money put on because even if you take the free bus, almost free bus, when you're going in as a tourist to see the procedure of the canal, you have to pay that amount of money. $17.22. And you have to pay for the person who follow you along. So that's $20.22 are the amount of people who you go in with. There are malls there are other things to see there. Time was running out on me. But it is not just seeing a big old canal. It's a resort. It's somewhere that you can see and read about the journey of Christopher Columbus and all of that. So if you are a content creator and you want to provide real vital content, go to Panama. I would go back to Panama as a content creator if my channel got monetized again just to make contents over there in Panama. So I will learn to edit and I will have good phone quality, more devices that can keep my films, and I would be just over there in Panama filming. And it is true. And it's not easy. It's not, you know, I don't want to scare anybody, but to fly, it's not an easy thing. So I should be more prepared to grab as much films as possible. But you know what happened. You know, I prayed to get a window seat, and I really got a window seat on the plane, and my phone was dead down. All my phones, I thought there was a charging port on the plane, and you know, that was what beat me right there. When I was going up, thanks to Tropical Norbad TV, I was saying my phone is dying down, and he said there should be a charger on the plane. I found that one on the plane going, but the one coming didn't have any. I even called the hostess to help me to search. White chocolate is there. Good morning, my dear friend. I appreciate your support on my channel, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Natural Life with Althea is the place to be. Is a content creator to follow. Because I don't keep knowledge to myself. I share knowledge. That is what my channel is about. So each time you see me come here or posting a film, it's because I'm sharing, sharing, sharing. And white chocolate is a pleasure. Yes, bike life. Yeah, man. Pierre, Bike Life TV. You know, I need to see you as I go along. So going to Panama was quite an experience, and I say thanks to my daughter, Miss Davis, and her husband, Dermarcus Mace, my son Shalom, my daughter Zane, who surprised me when I came home. She did a film. And thanks to the people on the team who came, they were nice. Shan Travel, yeah man, Shan's Travel. You can book with Shan's Travel and her mom and her dad, her brother, and the other two couple who came. Thanks to the people at the Rio who helped me out well. The customer service, thanks to the taxi drivers, you know, because we didn't take just one taxi man. Because when I arrived in Panama, that was another problem again. Mercy's everything is there. Hello. So what happened? They said I could check my bag on, like carry my suitcase on the plane. When I reached to the check-in area, they weren't negotiating with me for me to carry my bag on the plane. They asked me if I have like medication in it, which I should say yes. You know, that would give me the plus. So they allowed they took the baggage from me, so I didn't get to carry them on the plane. When we landed, you know, Shan's Travel, she said, you know, we will wait you here to go get your bag. You know, I had to walk, walk, walk. My feet were lingering because the area in which I walked to retrieve my bag, my suitcase was so far. I didn't know the routes. I had to be following people, asking questions where to go. I went down, you know, on one of those skates that I didn't even want to go on just to retrieve my bags. And it was hard. You know, everybody bag was going around and around and around and that thing. But I remembered when I traveled to the Dominican Republic that every bag, every suitcase was black. Every suitcase was black, and I couldn't find mine because of the blackness of the suitcase and the thing that was going around. So I decided to carry a silver suitcase this time. Guys, we have to be careful, you know. If we want our process to go fast, we have to know these things. Work with a red suitcase, a yellow suitcase, a pink suitcase. Do not travel with a black suitcase. Throw away that one, leave that one at home or give it away. Because when you go to the airport to retrieve your thing, your baggage and those black suitcase, you know, I remember the first time I traveled, I had to pull some suitcase to notice which one was mine because I tagged mine. So I was looking for the one that was tagged and they pop off the tag and put them on tag, which I didn't understand because it was my first time traveling. So I tagged my own suitcase. So I was looking for the suitcase with the tag that I tagged. And everything was going around in circle. And I had to just hold on to one suitcase and search it because I know my stuff in order to find my suitcase because everything looked alike, you know? So that was the situation, man. I remember when your name is being tagged on it, but when they're going around in that circle, you're not going to think that you should grab it to search for the one with your name. You want to look for your suitcase. So that was what caught me. However, I finally got my suitcase. Thanks for the thumbs up, man. I finally got my suitcase, and I couldn't find my team. Vivette Bowman is there saying hi. I couldn't find my team. They said they were walking because they didn't know the journey. They think I could just go retrieve the suitcase and back to them. But when I where I retrieved the suitcase, that was the point that I had to check out. So they check out at a different point and I check out at a different point. But by truth and a fact, all of us were supposed to reach the same entry door. So I waited and waited and my phone was dead. There wasn't any charging port for me to call the team. You know, before my phone got died, my daughter called me on a issue I said to her, reach out to Miss Davis, my daughter, and tell her to tell the travel team that I cannot find them. But I know the hotel in which we were supposed to book. So I waited and searched for them for 2 hours, and I said no more. My phone got died down before Miss Davis reached me. There was a taxi man who I gave my kid's number, and they called the host that I was traveling with, and they couldn't get her either, because maybe she didn't have service on her phone until she reached the hotel. So, I decided to just find myself. You have to have sense, man. Find myself to the guest house. So the taxi man, told me that he would have taken 40 US from me to take me to the hotel. And somehow, as soon as I was going into the taxi, there were the team. There were the team. And the host mommy, Miss Maureen, big up yourself, big up your husband, big up the team. She said, Althea, here we are. And I think that was another work of God, man. And we all went in that cab. We all went in that cab because first a cabman told me it was 70 US. Because them generally know, if them find out say you don't know the ropes, they will thief you. So you have to ask around. And the next one said $40. And he took $40 to carry all of us. The 7 of us split the money. And so I didn't pay $40 all by myself. The 7 of us split the money and paid the 40 US. So it was quite an experience, man. But, I am vexed with the health people at the clinic who didn't alert me that I need a yellow fever card in which to travel to Panama, because Panama is known for yellow fever, and people sometimes go to Panama, get sick, and even die. Because the taxi driver who carried me to the canal, if you watch the stream, you will hear him tell me, if it was loud enough, that he almost died from yellow fever. And it is still going on in Panama. So if you decide to travel to Panama, make sure you carry your repellent, because I didn't know that. I didn't even carry. I just dashed into Panama without knowing all these things. So I have to tell somebody, that I found my chickens. And if you are traveling to Panama, go talk to your health personnel, go talk to your doctor. Hey, them eat off the plantain and them eat off the biscuit. Now I can give them some more biscuit. Go talk to a health personnel, because the health people have to come and check me. I just had my rice bitters tea here. So nothing nah do me, Nothing nah do me, because me have my bitters. So anything me pick up a Panama gone. See why some people not wanting to drink bitters, man. It's bitter for true. So white chocolate is a greetings, chicken. White chocolate, I wish I could meet you, man. Thanks so much, man, for always making it natural life with Althea. Guys, I come home, you see? And when me burst the kitchen, the amount of food in the kitchen, me can't out of food for now. Natural life fully stack up, man. Fully stack up. Fully stack up. But I need to go to the farm to get some jelly coconut. Food for days. Yeah. Food for days. We can't go in our kitchen because we have some banana chips here. Yeah. So I'm sure today. The phone I got cut off if I go in the kitchen. Yeah, man, it was quite an experience. Really, really nice experience. So let me say the word when I'm going back to Panama, thanks, Colleen. Thanks to my daughter here, who and my son. Yeah, big league. Big league. Thanks to my daughter, man. Thanks to my daughter. Ooh. I'm not going to use the word sponsor, because my children are not sponsors of their mother. My children are you know, my idols, my caretakers. So they were the ones who planned that awesome vacation for me. And once there is life, there is hope, and I give thanks. I give thanks. I say thank you, Colleen. Colleen Olivia Davis, Miss. Shalom Nicholas Davis. Big up on yourself every time, you know. My son called me and, you know, he said, Mommy, I can't believe your vacation is done already. It's okay, man. Much appreciated, man. Much appreciated. We will go back. But my intentions were, for, you know, I found my chicken, man. My intentions were for whenever I'm going to travel again, I seek out to learn more about the most Caribbean countries ever. So I was saying to my daughter, next time I want to go to Curacao, but it's true, I want to go back to Panama. I want to go back to Panama. I want to go back to Panama. But there are some teams that will take you to even 3 different countries on one tour. Last year, there was a team that was going to Cuba. It was going to another country, and it was going to another country. And I was wondering if that was the team that I should have taken. Don't be fooled, you know. That mall was large in Panama, and there's an Albus mall is large. I didn't go to the largest mall in a white chocolate. I didn't go to the largest mall. So I want to, if my children are going to send me away next year, I wanted to go to Curacao. So I want to try multiple Caribbean countries, if, you know, not that I want to fly in no plane, you know, but that is the way to go, you know. I watched the whole process of the flight yesterday. The plane landed quite well. When we went and the plane landed, people cry out for Jesus. People said they're never gonna fly again. So thumbs up to the captain who landed that plane. It was a different plane. Even though it was Copa Airline, me too. You want to come, Vivette? Oh, so it's not like I want to fly in a plane, you know, but I want to see the beauty of the world, other parts of the world, their culture. You know, I want to see all that I can see. But it's true. I have to go back to Panama to say hi again to that wonderful taxi driver and his family. He said his wife will be having another boy. He have 3 boys, and his wife is pregnant again, and she will be having another boy, you know. Prayers to the family. Hope the procedures go well when his wife is going to give birth in 2 months, you know, and I wish them all the best. Samantha, who checked us in for breakfast, you know. And at the hotel, the boss sent a message to me, and I was happy. It said, video all you can, but while you go along on your other videos, be careful how you video the workers. So they do not want their workers to be showing up too much in your films, but you can talk about the pool, you can talk about their settings, you can video their rooms, you can video the buffet settings but careful how you put the workers in your film. So I was allowed to film, but I had to be careful, you know, so you have to be a professional filmer in order to, and let me tell you something, because this phone is dying down, I see it coming. If you are a content creator, you have to go hard with providing contents, because sometimes you need somebody around you to help you to do the flames, like put it on you, because you cannot just not be in the flames as a content creator. People want to see who is exporting this to them. Sometimes people hearing voices alone, them just come off of the channel. So you have to be careful how you engage your audiences, what you put out. I wanted to do so much pictures, and it couldn't be done because the workers are busy and the people are going about their business. You have to be darn lucky for somebody to really take a picture of you. So you are supposed to be carrying your team, you know. So it's not easy to be a content creator because there are so much pros and cons to be providing contents. So I wanted somebody to be holding the camera on me, and don't be fooled, man. Don't go around as a content creator too much with those sticks to for people to be sure that you are videoing, because it's not everybody want to be in the video. You know, I met some people on the at the Rio Hotel, and they realized that I was filming, and they indicated to me that they are we are cheaters. So them don't want the camera on them because, you know, people go all over the world to meet with lovers, and they cannot be hiding away every time in a tunnel. So cheaters want to be free too. Cheaters want to be free too. You know, I want to be, I want to tell you this story, man, about me flying on the plane home, sitting beside somebody. And when the person get up to go use the bathroom or whatever the person get up to do, a man came and whispered in my ears to say, you know, I'm taking this person's seat. You know why I'm taking this person's seat? Because I see how miserable they are by not traveling together. Because they want to do everything together. And I was watching them on their vacation. They are fish, human fish. So I was sitting beside a woman fish, you know. So people of all works are there among you, traveling to and fro. Because when I asked the man that, you know, came to sit in, he did it wrong, man. He wasn't supposed to sit in the ladies' seat, but he's rude. He wanted me to know who I was sitting beside. But, you know, that person break my spirit, man. I know that there was something about that person that was sitting beside me, man. That person just wasn't kind, you know, wasn't helpful, nothing at all, you know, wasn't prepared to shift, you know. When I wanted to use the bathroom, that person wasn't it. So I glad the man came and took the seat away, man. But he wanted me to know that, you know, and he said, there is the other partner, man. They are fish, human fish. So when you are out there, there is a lot of people among you. So you have to be careful. Yeah. And on the plane, man, I had liquor charge and me video the woman fish, but me not go show her. I get a little video on the plane because the phone wasn't died down. But while I was doing my film to say that I'm on the plane, you know, because I wanted to do some shorts to show off that I got a window seat, because everybody want a window seat on the plane. So I captured the fish, man, and the fish is off my phone now. So no more fish in my camera. I don't want no fish in my I don't want a fish in my film that I'm certain about. You know, so I deleted it, man. I deleted it. But that was quite an experience, and I'm giving thanks that I went. And at the airport when I landed and I came out, I didn't see the rest of the team. There were, maybe they didn't come out yet, or, you know, I searched for them. And there was this lovely lady who said that she was coming from Kansas, had a lot of suitcase. And I asked her if her driver was going to pass through Halfway Tree, and she said yes. So I got a ride to Halfway Tree freely again. You know, God was on my side. God is always on my side. By that lovely lady from Kansas, and thumbs up to the driver who came out barefooted to put her suitcase in the car. And I said, oh my God, his foot must be burning. His feet must be burning. And he carried me safely to Halfway Tree. And then another young man assist me because the road was busy in Halfway Tree. Now, me a country girl to cross the street with my suitcase. And I headed to the bus park. And there was when I met some other people. There was a man on the van, the bus coming over. And, you know, we started to talk about Panama. And he said he had visited Panama and he wanted to go back to shopping in Panama. And he told me this. He told me that you can also get a permit in which to go to Panama to work. and he's working on it. And he says when he goes to Panama and work, he's going to save his money and buy stuff from Panama, take home and do business. So it is true. You can get a permit from Eve, but do it wisely and do it right. You can go to Panama and maybe if my daughter wasn't home with me that I have to take care of, I would maybe think of going to Panama, work there, make some money on my own. I don't know if my children would have allowed that either. But, when you have children, you can't just get up and do things. You have to talk to them. So he said he know of a business place in Panama that the man is telling him to come. He would put in his permit. So we as Jamaican can find out how that goes and we can go to Panama. However, I took the man's number because it was his phone I had to use on the bus to call my daughter to get a taxi to come for me at the bus stop. So I will ask him more about it. So if you are interested about this, this is what I do. I give information. I help people to be successful in life who want to go, you know. I may can't go because I have to take care of my child at home. I can't leave her behind me. Thanks to Mama who take care of her while I wasn't here. And this is the reason why when I pray, I cannot leave out Mama. I cannot. I have to say Father, Mother, Holy Spirit, Son. And I spoke that in a live stream. I have to pray and mention the Mother. So, Father, Mother, Holy Spirit, Son, thank you for all that you have done for me and all that you are doing now. And I continue to ask that you continue to allow these, my viewers, to stay connected. Stay tuned to Natural Life with Althea. Big up Waterfalls, big up my family, all of my family, them, big up all of my friends, them. We can't call everybody name. I I purchase stuff, gifts in Panama. I cannot give everybody gifts. I numbered, I named the amount, the people that, this afida one day, that afida one day. So, one of it, one of it, one of it, one of it, one of it. So some people may not get a gift this time, but we still have cheap gifts in Jamaica where we can give somebody a cup, we can give somebody a spoon, so we do not have to travel in order to give somebody a gift, really. But sometimes when you know that you travel, when people know that you travel, they are looking for you to carry something for them. And you have to know, they have to know that you cannot carry things for everybody. So some will get, like, I bought a few colognes, I bought a few key rings, a few jewelry, and that which I want to share up with some people. But as I say, it's not Panama alone have nice gift. So if I'm here in Jamaica and I know that there is somebody's birthday that is close to me, or a friend, a family, or a friend, I can go and buy them a simple gift as we go along. So as